Greetings, beautiful people. Welcome back to Uncle Lou's Kitchen. What is cracking, folks? I've got a masterclass for you today. We're here with Shay. And Shay, he's originally ethnically Hungarian somewhere down the line, and he makes this really, really good dish called
Paprikash Krumpli.
So Paprikash Krumpli.
Basically, it's an Hungarian dish. It's potatoes. Basically, it's potatoes with dumplings, but we took it and we've done some wonderful stuff over here, and we'll show it to you.
Yeah, we're going to show you. It's wonderful stuff. Right, so folks, if you like vegan food, vegetarian, plant-based, there are no animals or animal products on this channel, hit the like button, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below because he'll be watching and so will I. Be nice. Love you all. See you next time. Let's get cooking. So, just one thing, I can see that Shay's cutting up the potatoes in various different shapes and sizes. Why are you doing it like that?
So, this dish is Paprikash Krumpli, and in this case, Krumpli means potatoes, and they are the main ingredients of the dish. So, this way the potatoes, they don't need to be even. This is what you're eating, and this is the essence of the dish. You need to feel the bite. Okay, so the idea of this dish is that this is a dish for the poor people. Because back then they didn't have too much meat or meat supplements, so they used to use all the leftovers, which were potatoes, peppers, and some sort of meat, which would be like salami, pepperoni, or one of the sausages. So this is the main meat. It's like a sort of a leftover dish, you can call it.
So Shay's put a mix of sausages here. These are all vegan, by the way. That's more seitan, that's like pea protein, and that probably tofu based, I don't know.
So I have here 2 onions. As you can see, they're not evenly cut. It's just small onions, so it will be easier to cook. So for now we keep on stirring the onions, and we're adding the pepper. Yeah, so now after the onion became very golden, very nice and very flavorful, so we will add the different sausages, and we let them also cook and get their taste out. So we will add the sausages and we will add the garlic. In Hungary, the pepper is one of the dominant spices you have. So as you can see, it's very red, like this dish, and after we will add the pepper spice, it will be very, very red and colorful.
How long have you been making this dish?
So basically, this is one of the dishes that my grandmother she used to make, and this is one of my favorite dishes from home. I was living abroad in Austria, so I asked my mother and my grandmother what is the recipe they're making and how they're doing it. So I started making it, and you have all the smells and everything, and it gave me the feeling of home when I was abroad. So let's say around like 12 years ago I started making it first. Okay, so the next step now, basically I will add the potatoes. Now the next step would be to add the spices.
So we're adding everything now?
So we will add everything except the tomato puree, which we'll add later on. So we start with paprika, as like the name of the dish is paprikash, and paprika is the main essence of the dish. So here we have around like 2 teaspoons, yeah, and 1 teaspoon of the hot. And this, it depends, on how much you like your dish spicy or not. So me, I like it very spicy. I would add even a little bit more of the spicy paprika, but again it depends on your needs and wants. Then now we have around 1 teaspoon, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, but again you can change it and add more. So, and last but not least, we'll add a pepper, black pepper. Okay, so now I will add water, and the water they need to cover all the potatoes. So now I will put the lid, and it's not fully covered because I want also the liquids to, you know, to vapor away a little bit. And we let it boil for, it will be around 30 minutes, 40 minutes, because we want the potatoes to really soften down. And in the same time, while it's boiling, we'll make the dumplings. So this will be the second part of the dish.
Meanwhile,
okay, so now we will make the dumplings, but before we will making them, I will add a little bit of tomato puree, so it will thicken down a little bit and also give a little bit of flavor to everything we have here. And as you can see, it started to get already the red color which we spoke of, and afterwards also the potatoes and everything in there, they will get the colors. So now, in order to make the dumplings, I will add the water from the paprikash to the flour, and I'm not using any like eggs or anything like this. It's only the water plus the salt and the flour.
So he's just taking from there.
As you can see, I'm taking the water from here. So
2 cups flour, 4 cups of the sauce, soup.
Yeah.
Yep.
And 2 teaspoons of salt. So I'm adding the salt, and then I will start kneading it. Now we need the cutting board.
Okay. So we've just added some extra water just to top that up, just to bring it up to above the potato level.
Exactly, because now we will add the dumplings after we will make them. So we don't want to have not enough water, because then the bottom of the pot will burn. So you want to have enough water so you can cook the dumplings in them.
Okay.
In it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm making sort of little snakes, you can say. And basically after we will have few of them, so we start cutting and putting it directly to the water. So as you can see, I'm not making it like evenly cut, or the cut will be even, but the size of the snakes, you can call them, it won't be even. And the idea is also that you can see that the dumplings are made by hand, so not everything is the same and not everything is even. And once we'll cut them and we'll put them in the water, you'll see the difference between them. Okay, so now we will cut them, and then they will start to be cooked in the water. So as you can see, I'm cutting them and putting them in the water. So in this case, you don't want to ruin them, so I don't stir too much the pot. It would be more like shaking it.
So we've just finished doing all the dumplings now.
Yes, so now we let it simmer for a little bit more. We want the dumplings to be cooked. As you can see, it's much more thickened than it was before. So we want the dumplings to be cooked a little bit. The potatoes that we put, they need to get all the flavors and to be cooked a little bit more. So now after we taste a little bit, it's the phase of correcting the taste a little bit. So make it more towards what you need. And it's, for me, it's very tasty at the moment, but I do want to add a little bit of vinegar in order to break the acidity of the dish. So I'm putting 2 teaspoons of the vinegar, and I will stir it up a little bit. As you can see, it's already very thickened and very nice texture. So this is more or less the texture that we want to get. The potatoes, As you can see, they're already done, so they can be cut very easily. And also dumplings, they got the color and they're already done as well. So this is how it should look like. This is more or less the final result that we want to have.
Lovely.
So just put the lid and you can set it aside for a little bit and then feel free to eat it.
Nice. Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
Folks, look at the steam. Look how beautiful that is. You can see you've got the sausages, you've got the red peppers. It's just very, very nice. It smells very paprika-y, as it should with that name. A wonderful, wonderful dish. Once again, a massive, massive thanks to Shay for coming in and cooking this for us. Amazing. And there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed devouring the entire pot. Lads, I want to give a massive, massive shout out to Shay. Thank you so much for coming down, my man. It was a wonderful recipe, and I've just realised I completely forgot to film myself doing a taste test. But I did finish the entire thing pretty much, so compliments to the chef. Folks, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like. A thumbs up goes a very long way, and subscribes keep me alive. But comments are nice as well, so please do write something nice there. I'll be checking them out. Ciao for now, folks. Have an amazing week.